Hey, hi, how you do? Welcome back to my channel. My name is pyuppy, and today we're doing another create a sim video. This time it's a create a sim video for my legacy challenge. I made this legacy maybe like a year ago, but only now am I deciding to do a YouTube video on it, or multiple. I want to do a let's play series for the legacy challenge, especially just to like get other people's eyes on it. And I've never actually completed my own legacy challenge before. So I'm thinking, well, if I do it as a YouTube video, it's going to hold me accountable to complete it and to continue all the way down to the 10th generation. I don't think I've completed any legacy challenge to its entirety, and that makes me like kind of embarrassed because I'm like, you're a grown woman, you have all these tips on how to keep the game interesting, but the game doesn't stay interesting for you to complete a legacy challenge? Like, what are you doing? So I'm hoping that my own legacy challenge that I wrote will be interesting enough for me to complete. I wrote it maybe a year ago, maybe a year and a half. And I think I need to do some updates because we've had a lot of packs come out. We have new gameplay that has come out that I have never used before in my life. And I think I'm going to go back and update some of the generations to include some new stuff like becoming the romance counselor or messing around with the paranormal stuff pack, because I have it and the only thing that I use from it is like some of the clothes, like the one piece options that come with the shorts and like the shawl and stuff, and it's so cute. But that's not really $5 worth, like that's not $10 worth of content. I need to use the content. So when I upload this video, I probably would have gone back and have created the updated version of my Let's Play for myself. So if you're interested in that, I'll link it down below by the time the YouTube video goes up, because I am pre-recording. So let's hope that I remember what I said and I do what I said. Alright? Alright. So I wanted to do something a little different. If you haven't seen my last create a sim video where I talked about how I make diverse sims, then you should watch that. But also, in that video I said that I typically make like sims that are minority races. I don't make a lot of sims who are like white. And I think that's just because I am a black woman. So I make a lot of black sims. Like, I feel like everybody kind of makes sims of their own culture and their own demographic a lot more often than they do others. And in that video, I'm trying to like challenge myself. Like, I need to make other sims of other races and other groups. So that's what we've done here. Now, I don't really have in mind what I think she is. I feel like in my head that she's like white, but also like mixed, like maybe like Indonesian, maybe Filipino. I don't know, but all I know is that she is not a black woman. So and my first generation of the legacy challenge, which she is the banana generation, because it's the fruitful legacy challenge. And obviously with a banana and it being yellow is very bright. It's very I think yellow is very youthful, but you could argue that. But I made her the way that she is because I wanted her to be like kind of like childish, but also very outgoing, very social, but also like kind of soft-spoken. And I just imagine her to like love the outdoors, and she loves children, like loves children. And I feel like because she is the first generation and she doesn't really have a family to like go back on, that maybe she like dealt with abandonment. Maybe she is moving to her new town into a very small house to start a new life because she didn't really have that life as a child, and that is exactly why she is going to school to become an educator. So I'm like, I would totally see her as like maybe working part-time at a daycare or just like any part-time job while she's in college, and then graduating and becoming a teacher. Like, that's something that she always wanted to do because she always wanted to make an impact on young people's lives. That's what I always thought about when making the first generation. So I'm trying to like convey the idea of a person into a sim. And I think I did pretty well. I made her very casual. Like, she just wears very casual clothing. And she doesn't really do much, doesn't wear much jewelry. She only has this necklace, so I included a seashell necklace with almost all of her outfits, and I like to think that's like an heirloom that she held on to. But also, she has a love for fishing, so I think her happy place, somewhere that she would always want to go, is Sulani. And that's why she has a seashell necklace, because she just loves the beach, and she loves being out by the water and fishing at Sulani to like find new species of fish, and just loves the sun. Just a bright person, just loves to be outside, loves the sun, and just sees like the greatness in every day and every part of her life, you know? So I also made it to where she's more of like a homebody. I feel like although she is outgoing, she's still very introverted. And that, you know, she's gonna have to recharge her social battery. Like, just because she can do it doesn't mean that she always wants to do it. Part of the first generation of this legacy challenge is to have a child while you're in college. So before you even finish college, you should have or be pregnant or expecting a child. And I thought that would make a lot of sense because you have somebody who doesn't really have like much life experience, and you know, that didn't really have a family to hold on to, and that's why it was so easy for her to like immediately move out with the little funds that she had into a new city, into a new town, and she's just ready to do everything. Like, she has no guidance, you know, she's just kind of figuring it out on her own. And so you have like this, you know, 18, 19, 20-year-old who just started living life, just started being an adult with no help, and maybe she just quickly found a partner, was just really eager to find somebody and was looking for love, and you know, made a few made a few, I wouldn't say mistakes, but made a few questionable decisions to get where she is now, and she ends up pregnant with a child, and obviously she is excited about it. She's always wanted a child. She doesn't give a damn like what age she was. She wanted a child anyway. It just came earlier than what she thought, and she's still happy about it. So I don't know if you could say the same for her partner, but that's where you fill in the blanks when you do the legacy challenge. Like, you can decide, oh, her partner was also ready for the child, or her partner is ecstatic, excited, and they're getting married, and you know, like, you know, happily ever after. Or, as I like to do it because I like being dramatic, you could have a situation where, oh, the father wasn't ready though. The father didn't ask for this. Oh, we gotta try to get the father in line, on track with our ideologies. We have to get him to, you know, want this child. Maybe if you have like RPO, you have Lumpinose mod, then you can go around and be like, well, we need to go to counseling, and we gotta talk this through, we gotta go to parental counseling, and we really need to think about how we're gonna make this work. Is he gonna be active? Is he gonna be paying child support? Things like that. And I love having like scenarios where you have a guideline on what to do, but how you get there is always gonna be different for everyone, and I think that's so fun. I'm making her sleepwear right now, and I always thought about her going to Britechester because I'm thinking that if she's going to be an educator, she would go into like a liberal arts major, and then she would use that degree to become like a high school teacher, like maybe be promoted upwards to being like a college professor, things like that. You know, you start off small and maybe you upgrade over time. So I was like, oh, of course she's gonna go to Britechester if she wants the liberal arts degree, right? Go to Britechester, so she would wear her little Britechester sweater to sleep, like as like loungewear, to like go to bed. And I thought that was just so adorable. Like, just little things like that, adding to your Sims wardrobe to connect them with things happening in their life or like their lifestyle. You have the Sim wearing the Bridechester shirt, so you're like, oh, did you go to Bridechester? You're alumni from Bridechester. It just makes me like connect with the Sim more. Like, I feel like a weirdo because I'm the type of person, if I have like a really long legacy, like if I have a Sim that I've spent like days, weeks with, right? Like, I've basically seen her whole life and like assisted in their whole life. I like get so sad when like they die, or like when it's just time to move on. Like their kids are older now, their kids are adults, and they graduated from high school. And we're like, okay, well, we need to move on to the kids now. Now it's their time. It's like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I don't want to. I don't want to move on. You know? It's like they're my own kids. Maybe that says some things about me. But you can come to whatever conclusion you want. I get emotional about everything. Anyway, I'm really excited to start this Let's Play. I'm really excited to get in on this. And I hope that I will hold myself accountable to complete this Let's Play and to get to the end. We have to get to the end. We have to stick it through. We have to get through it, guys. We can't just have one generation and stop. We gotta get through the whole 10 generations. I've spent too much time writing this legacy and thinking over it. We gotta finish it. And I will finish it. And you all will hold me accountable to finish it. I know you will. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble. And if you're interested in playing my legacy challenge, I'll have a link down below in my description. You know, thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.